With lunch in my belly, I find my way on my way up to the castle here, and this will be the, well, for all intent and purpose, this will be the end of my tour of Old Town Ljubljana. Although no doubt, I'm sure there's plenty of other things to see, but I'm trying to get as much into one day as possible, and I want to go out to Lake Bled this afternoon, so we'll see if we can't find our way up to the castle. I was just talking to a lovely lady from Peru who was telling me that it is a wonderful visit up to the castle here. It'll give us some nice views of the city below. So this is the trail walking up, needless to say, and I think it only takes all of maybe 10 minutes to walk up. Good way to get in some exercise when you're traveling. I am almost to the top after about probably 5 or 10 minutes climb, and you know, I gotta say that it really is an indication that one needs to get to the gym or back to the gym when walking up to see a tourist attraction in a foreign land and a little old lady overtakes you on the path coming up. But anyway, it's all well and good. So I should be up at the castle here very shortly. And there you would have the castle in Ljubljana. So quite a easy walk, all things said and done. So I'm going to take a walk around, at the very least, the perimeter of the castle. I don't know if I will be going inside or not. Perhaps I will. But I'm going to just kind of walk around the outside. I don't know if there's a moat in this castle or not, but we'll see. We'll find our way around to the front. And with all the cars up here, interestingly enough, I could have just driven up here if I had so chosen. But coming around to the other side of the castle. No shortage of castles in Europe, and interestingly enough, that's probably one of the many things that Europe has over the United States. I don't know that there's a lot of castles in the United States, although there may be, and I just don't know about them. Okay, let's continue on around to the what I would assume would be the entrance to the castle. And this would no doubt be the entrance to the castle here in Ljubljana. And I can see just in the window over here, there's a dragon, which is very symbolic of Slovenia, if not Ljubljana. Supposed to be some very nice views from up here. Looks like they have a cafe up here. Get yourself a coffee or probably even a bite to eat. I can see people up in the tower over there with the clock just below them. Very, very nice. Looks like you can get married here if you so choose. I'd imagine there's quite a bit of history within these walls. Okay. Here they've got library under the treetops, free reading and relaxing. You can just sit here and enjoy a good read.
Welches?
Like a wishing well, perhaps. All right. I'm going to try to find my way back to the perimeter of the castle and get a nice view of the city before heading back down. Okay, I found my way inside, and here you see there are, I guess these would be, I don't know, dungeons or what have you, but they've got different, 3 or 4 different rooms that you can walk inside, and in doing so they've got different information. Here are some, these are bone buttons, semi-finished products, and waste material from the penitentiary's workshop, discovered during excavations of the castle. There you go. See some of that, and then over here in this room, they've got some interesting photographs of Italian POWs. Here you see some Italian POW musicians. Interestingly enough, I would imagine they were kind of grateful to be away from the front lines. And here are some Italian POWs making brooms, of all things. And here's an Italian POW drama group. Look at that. Italian POW artist. And then over here we have a big group shot. Alright, so let's head back outside. This would be the view looking out if you were a prisoner in here. Just around the corner you have the viewing tower. And I don't know if we can go up or not, but we'll take a look. I would assume that maybe we'll be able to just go on up where I saw the folks standing up on the top. Let's go see if we can't do that. All right, one of the interesting things I learned some time back was that you tell them that you're with the press, which for the most part I am with the press, the YouTube press. So I found my way into the viewing tower here, and I'm gonna take some time and see if I can find my way up. So the gentleman actually told me that the pass that he gave me gives me access throughout the entirety of the castle. So I'm gonna take advantage of that and see if I can't share as much of it with you as possible, starting by going up. Quite a staircase, to say the least. every bit worth the climb up. You can see just a really, really wonderful view of Ljubljana and the surrounding Slovenian countryside. Really is nice. And just down there is where I started my tour this morning, and my accommodations would be just off to the right there, my Airbnb accommodation. So I'll give you a nice 360 view of Ljubljana. There's the castle down below. Another couple weeks I'm going to be in I'll be visiting a couple castles over the next couple weeks. One in the Dolomites of Italy, and that'll be Castel Fragsburg, Fragsburg, which is a wonderful luxury hotel. And then up to Krakow, where perhaps I'll have an opportunity to go into the Wawel Castle, one of the more beautiful castles in the world. So it's really a wonderful treat. Look at that view. Alright, so let's find our way back down and see what else is inside this beautiful castle. Alright, so here's a great view looking down the staircase. It's always an interesting perspective when you're climbing up a tower such as this to share such a view. And while I walked up to the castle, I'm going to go back down a different way. The funicular is, I believe how you pronounce it. And you can see it's actually coming up here now. So I'm going to take this down and enjoy a nice view of the city as I do. Alright, thus begins our descent down the funicular. It's spelled F-U-N-I-C-U-L-A-R. And gives you a nice view of the city of Ljubljana. You didn't make it up to the tower. So there you have it, folks. Ljubljana in a day. As best I could do it.